Hello, good day, guys. In our garage today, we have a lot of cars which we're dealing with, so I want to use this very opportunity to test different input sensors such as the oxygen sensors, map sensor, and different. So I'm going to be doing this testing video in two formats. I'm going to be testing it without using any tool. Then I'm going to be testing it using multimeter. So it's going to be two different variations. I'm not going to be piling the same video in one content. I want to make this as brief as possible. So the first thing I want to do here is to test O2 sensor without using a special tool. But this cannot be completely proven, to be so accurate, but at least it's going to give you a headline what to look out for. Now, before we test it, I want to show you something. What we have here is different kinds of O2 sensors for different car make and model. Some are upstream, some are downstream O2 sensors. I'm lacking one. Now, here is another. This is a typical downstream O2 sensor for Peugeot. And this is upstream O2 sensor for Peugeot. So you can see the difference. The difference there is the other guy have more longer legs, which is the downstream. So, but apparently the testing is just about the same. So let's go with testing this one first. And I'll tell you what to expect. And I made a point at the first starting of this very video here. I said this cannot be completely accurate, but at least it's going to give you a baseline. So when you want to test it, the first thing you want to do is to identify the common wires. The common wires in this case is these two. We have white here, so that's the common wire. Then this other one is a different, in which we're going to talk about later. So you're going to be needing a pair of piece of pins like this, which you can rip out from a connector. Right, a connector like this. Let me show you something. Now, when you rip this connector apart, it has male and female. The female part is what is very more essential in this our sacrifice. Now let's go back. So when you get the pin like this or one like this, it's going to help you to get the reading straight or get the test results straight. So I'm going to be using these two today. So let me put it low. This very episode here, I'm not going to be using a multimeter, so I'm only going to be using a pair of wires, and we have the O2 sensor. So let me go ahead and pull this battery closer and a little bit up so we see exactly what we're doing here. So I'm going to target only these two, which is this guy here. Alright, I want to make sure that we target only that two. Target only these two. Now the next, if we can't target this because this thing is too big, we can attempt to shorten this by crippling it a little bit like this. So in that regard, it can be able to fit in here. Now if you watch very closely, it's not touching the pin, the middle pin, right? It's only having two contacts. So with that done, I'm gonna go ahead, take this one aside so we can concentrate. So I'm gonna put this here so that you guys can see how it reacts. Then I'm gonna go ahead and touch the two wires and hold it for like a minute or so. We're gonna be observing it. It will not bring any spark. There, it should be. Can you see? It's bringing out smoke. It's bringing out smoke. Let me shift the camera a little bit more and zoom it in more. And the smoke should be you should be able to perceive it with your nose. So let's go again. Hold it like a minute or 30 and hold it steady. You should start ejecting some smoke there. So initially it was bringing smoke. Maybe the wire is not touching correctly. I want to make sure that the wires are touching. Then we'll head it again. It's possible that this very barrel here don't have enough power, but the smoke is coming out right now. Watch closely. It's heating up. That is why they call it heater. It's heating up. The smoke is coming. Can you see that? There is smoke coming out of that place. You guys can see the smoke, right? I don't want to remove my hands. You can see the smoke right there. That's why they call it heater. You can hold it a little bit longer so you can be sure. But this is the best testing method to be able to verify that the heater circuit, which is often easier to go bad, is in good condition. Because if you use a multimeter, it's going to give a different reading, but you can't be able to know if it is actually working. So this one has been well verified that the heater is in good condition. So in that regard, this test has been duly completed, and it's hot to touch. It's really hot to touch. You can see it there, guys. So now I say something at the context of this very video here that we can be able to verify the two sides. So now we have verified that the heater is working. How do we verify the other side that's supposed to be bringing the other terminals, the other two terminals? Be sure not to touch this tip because it's very hot right now. So how do we verify that the other two circuits, the other two wires are the resistor there, or is supplying the right feedback to the ECM? That is where this very testing method cannot be able to work correctly. But for most O2 sensors that I've seen, even here is heating up. For most O2 sensors that I've seen, what actually fails quickly is the heater. So let's test another one. We have another one here. I really don't want to prolong this very video, but just so we can be able to understand it. Now here is the tricky part. This one has a different testing procedure. It's not actually showing which one is the heater. So guys, this one is a little bit complicated. This is a downstream oxygen sensor. So I don't think that very rule which I'm talking about applies here, because we can literally not find which one. But if we want to verify which of them is the heater circuit is often having more resistance, right? We're talking about, in that regard, I can use this to, let's find which of them, the one with higher resistance in the same position is often the heater. So let me bring this up, zoom this back a little bit more. Okay. Okay, so I want to go ahead and grab the two probe. Grab the two probe. Let's see what we got here. Here we have 11 ohms. Okay, from the first two sides here. Let's check the other two sides. We have open circuit. Right, so this one is not good. There is every tendency that the heater circuit is good, but the other side is not good. The both of them should be able to read. So I want to make this very video as fast as possible, not even to get up to 8 minutes, but right now it has gotten more than that. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this very video. Do be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna see you guys on the next episode on how to test O2 sensor using a multimeter. So thank you, bye for now.